Okay, there we go. Should be live. Should. I mean, for all I know, everything is too loud and not balanced properly. I guess I'll find out. Okay, there we go. I hope... Wait, is my PNG too big? Will it cover too much? I just realized that that is a genuine thing that could happen. Oops. Hopefully it's fine. Let me listen back and see how it is. Because I have no idea. Is that okay? I don't know sound-wise how this is. Yeah, that sounds quite good. Alright, sweet. There we go, cool. Should be all set up and done by now. I don't know, it's always strange when I start something new, because I have no idea how it's going to come through sound-wise and what I need to balance OBS-wise, and it's a real pain. But just going by title screen, seems to be touch wood okay. And wait, that's also... Okay, that's fine. Cool. Config seems fine. I checked this beforehand, but... Should I lower music volume? No, it's fine. The fucking voice thing is like entirely thingied out, so I don't know if it's I don't know if I can even do that for thingy. At least for the bass thing. That's all fine, not to worry about that. Alright. This game, yeah, okay, blood and all that stuff. Blood, graphic violence, disturbing content, discriminatory and offensive language. Oh no. Okay. Oh no, not the fuck word. They're gonna say fuckies. Is that rain? Yeah, okay, cool. It sounded like audio lag for a second, and I don't know why. This sits beyond the dark dense woods. Like the world fading into view after a dream. The old mansion appears before you. So I know nothing about this. Huh. It's like incredibly peaceful music. It sounds almost is actually in a proper language. I can't tell. Hey Mia, this is the house in Fata, Morgana. I know barely nothing about it. Can you hear me alright as compared to the music? Can you hear the music? It's fucking peaceful as shit. In fact, can you hear me? That'd be nice. Am I coming through fine? I hope that I don't have the same situation as the other day, because so here's the thing. I was going to play through Raging Loop, right? So I was going to, after Danganronpa, I was going to play through Deathmark, and then I messed that up, and I didn't want to have to redo the first like 4 or 5 hours of that. So then I moved into Raging Loop, but with Raging Loop, I can't finish the game on stream. Like, there's a thing, the devs put in a thing where it's like you're not allowed to, and so I just thought, well, I'd rather not, because I like to complete my games, especially if I start them, right? I'd rather just do that in my own time and actually finish them thingy, because I'd rather not take it to like, I think it was like chapter 5 or something, and then I'd have to stop because there was a whole streaming guidelines thing I had to follow. Is my PNG permanently lit up? Is there constant noise coming through my mic? No, okay, no, my stream thing has just, my stream manager crashed again. Alright, nice one. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Twitch. That's perfect. Right. There we go, I think. Are we good? The stream itself hasn't crashed, has it? No. Okay, we're good. That was really fucking weird. Alright. And that's a great intro. I was looking down upon a corpse. My own corpse. Right. I was afflicted with great despair. But yeah, Mia, if you're still here, I don't know much about Fata Morgana. A house in Fata Morgana. I know it's apparently pretty good, so I'm gonna see how it is. And there's no bloody streaming restrictions or anything on this. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how it goes. And I just realized that I forgot something, so I'll be like 30 seconds. Right, never mind. I was afflicted with great despair at the sight of it being dragged to the place of my crucifixion. What the fuck? My soul crumbled, and I was wholly extinguished. Indeed, I did once lose everything. However, as I faded into darkness everlasting, I heard a voice calling out to me. And so, I vowed once more. This is really fucking nice music, goddamn. That no matter how long it may take, how great the obstacles that stand in my way, or what form you may assume, I shall come back for you. That I must return to that house. So I ask of you, please wait until this mutilated body arrives there once more. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh yeah, there's the ad break thing. Your consciousness, wavering like a ship at sea, was slowly drawn back to the surface. Oh. With each new breath, feeling gradually return to your fingers. Master, you could hear the pattering rain from. You could hear the pattering of rain from somewhere. Master, and the sound of a crackling fire. Wake up, Master. Creak, creak, creak. Wake up. When you came to, you were rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. The room was dimly lit. Aside from the flickering of the fireplace, there was no other illumination. No light shone through the closed windows. There was only the pitter-patter of rain on the glass. It was as though the whole mansion had been enveloped in darkness. Oh, splendid. You have finally awoken. Someone called out to you. You were about to search the room, but that turned out to be unnecessary. The source of the voice was crouching behind the chair, looking up at you with emerald eyes. The capitalization on the Y makes me think that I need to say it like you, with emerald eyes. Like, this isn't like, was it Totono or something? Where, like, a character will obviously speak directly at you like that. But, good morning, Master. Yeah, so this isn't voiced. Okay. Good morning. What's the matter? Are you still waking up? You seem rather drowsy. Come now, you must gather yourself. Though I am glad to hear your voice. I've simply been waiting so long for this moment. Tending to the mansion all by my lonesome, ensuring it was ready for your return. Whatever that time may be. When I caught sight of you through the window, my heart fluttered. The time had finally arrived. You were perplexed. This woman, who looked like a maid, seemed to know you, but you had no memory of her. What kind of herbal tea would you like to start your day with? I have some wonderful chamomile leaves, if you would like. Perhaps your tastes have changed since we last met. Tell me, Master, what would you like? I beg your pardon? I allowed myself to get too excited. Oh, Oh, no, it's not the thingy. Okay, it's the maid. I allowed myself to get too excited. But I hope you'll be sympathetic, Master. I'm just utterly elated that I could see you again. The woman appeared to be genuinely delighted that you had awoken, but she seemed to lack the energy typical of her age. Or perhaps life was a more appropriate word than energy. Hey, Phelan, how you doing, lass? But the gloom extended beyond the maid. It seemed to encompass the entire mansion. Yeah, how you doing? I'm good, I'm good. I meant to stream like an hour earlier, and then the game I was going to... Because I stream visual novels, right? Which is just, I read, basically. Which I get isn't everyone's cup of tea, but still. And I was going to stream Raging Loop, but there's streaming guidelines, so I can't finish the entire game on stream, and I kind of hate that. I want to be able to go through everything entirely on stream. You love VNs that I'd have to read. Well, hey, stay in. Let me read you a VN then, Phelan. You love visuals you don't have to read. I'm pretty sure that's just called an audiobook. I guess an audio... What would that be? Still, anyways. Thanks for coming. But the gloom extended beyond the maid. It seemed to encompass the entire mansion. The plaster walls illuminated by the fireplace and the rose engravings in the ebony pillars felt vaguely familiar. I can't read, okay? Oh, that's fair. Wait, if you have like dyslexia, I wanna fuck with you when I'm next in your Twitch chat. But a crushing sense of claustrophobia overpowered that familiarity. Well, I can't. I cannot. Yeah, you are dyslexic. Oh no. We're gonna purposefully just mix up some letters whenever I type now, just to mess with you. Wait, did you? Hold up, am I being? One second, I feel like I'm being stupid. Hold up. Alright, cool. But no, seriously, people have seriously got me with bend over. I just didn't see it until I said it. Of course. There we go. It seems as though the house wasn't interested in accepting you just yet. The capitalization on the U is still really messing with me. Oh my, do you not know who I am? Do you not know who you are either? That is quite the predicament. If you cannot remember who you are, then who am I to serve? Phelan, while you're here. Oh, hey, Drag. Please don't lag. Please don't lag, Maxwell. Please don't lag. Did it lag? No? Oh my god, it didn't lag. Let's go. Tangia just randomly likes to lag out the blue for no reason. And it didn't lag. Although, I have this new issue now. Where, you know how... So, Drac, you know this. I use my phone to monitor chat. And it likes to crash. Like, the Stream Manager likes to crash, so I can't see if my stream is going fine. I had that the other day when I was streaming Raging Loop. Frun was speaking, like, he was typing in chat for, like, a solid hour, and I didn't see any of the messages. And I was like, oh no. Oh, is that the camera thing again? Did you pin it again? Of course. Alright. If you cannot remember who you are, then who am I to serve? The woman's face was pale, almost as though she... A faint chill ran down your spine. Okay, now it's starting to annoy me that it just likes to capitalize the Y. You are the master of this house, though it would seem you have no memories of such. Quite the dilemma. Oh no, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, Phelan, I was gonna say, and Drac as well. Can you guys hear the kind of crackling of the fireplace and the music in the background as compared to my voice, or do I need to turn it up or down or anything like that? You can. It's nice, nice one, last nice, nice one. Because when I streamed Danganronpa, I was very like a little loud with it at times, obviously because of the kind of game that is. By the looks of things, Fata Morgana is a little more chill, and so I would like to speak a little bit more softly and kind of maybe not have things be super relaxing, but just kind of I don't know, have it be a little bit more chill than how things were with that. If you know not who you are, then you are no different than a stranger to me, no? Indeed, you have returned. Although it doesn't help that you can fall asleep. That's fine. If you can fall asleep to my stream, then that is uh amazing. Because my voice doesn't exactly lend itself well to being very sleepable too. And the riddles that the maid is speaking in doesn't help either. Indeed, you have returned. But from where? That I cannot say. Then how about this? I am a servant of this mansion, and as such, I am familiar with the many incidents that have taken place here. I shall show you the history of this house, master. That will surely allow you to recall who you are. The freshly awakened gears in your head began to turn as you mulled things over. I sound very relaxing. Thank you, Phelan. And thanks. Oh, Drac. Thanks, Tony. You can hear it fine. Thanks, dude. The freshly awakened. Okay, yeah, I read that already. The maid had called you the master of this house. But without a single mirror in the room, you had no way of seeing what you looked like. Unable to decide, you reflexively nodded. Let us be off then. Let us be off then. And fear not. I merely entreat you not to let go of my hand. Should you hold it tightly, you need not worry about being washed away by the waves of history. Yeah, I give you VIP. Yeah. I don't know why you were telling Drac that. No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand. To be fair, I wanna... No, I know you didn't mean to reply to it. It's fine, lass. Your hand in hers, you followed the maid's lead through the hall. The air within the mansion. The air within the mansion was oppressive, as though a black miasma hovered within. The house was bleak and barren, hardly a trace of colour to be found. You came across an open window. Beyond it lay nothing but darkness. Neither sunlight nor moonlight could be seen. There were no chirping birds, no rustling grass, no signs of life at all. Oh, you haven't yet? Wait, are you not... Phelan, are you not, No, wait, no, people can subscribe to you, right? So, like, I thought it was once you hit affiliate, you could, use your VIP badges. Or is it something else that I just haven't realised? Everything that would normally give colour to the world had vanished entirely. Oh, you need to have 70 views? Huh. I didn't realise Oh, in one stream? Oh, so it won't be like 70... It'd be like 70 concurrent... No, not... It'd be like, 70... Like... Brit really came out... Did it? Okay, I didn't Oh, no, not that. Okay. But no, yeah, you got to, Wait, I can't hear that from you. You're literally British. Come on, that's just normal for you. Right. No, you've got to, like, I think it's like, 70 people in total have, like, clicked on your stream, right? So you could just get, like, me and a few other mates to just keep leaving and going back to the stream. To then unlock it. I don't know if that would work, actually. Twitch, don't ban me if this is an exploit. I don't think it works like that, I'm lying. It might do, you never know. The only other presence was that of the maid. Let me check. Okay. Following her lead, you proceeded through the mansion. After some time, you arrived at a double door, the glass within shattered. The door, once pure white, had long since faded into a dull grey. It appeared to lead to the back garden. You could hear children laughing on the other side. Though it is in the state you now see it, a beautiful, beautiful garden. With the double beautiful messed me up. A beautiful, beautiful garden once lay beyond these doors. The owner of the time enjoyed gathering rare species of rose from all across the world. At its grandest, it seemed every flower was in constant competition for the most majestic bloom. Would you like to see this wonderful era of splendor and prosperity? I very much hope it is to your liking, master. The maid opened the doors to the back garden. A sudden gust of wind brushed across your face, forcing you to close your eyes as you followed the maid up the doors. When you next opened your eyes, the world was no longer blanketed in shadows. The first door. 1603. Okay. The mansion had an alluring air of beauty about it in that era. It was almost like something out of a fairy tale. I don't know if you saw, but you bought Bloons Tower Defense 6 on Steam. That's fucking awesome, Drac. That's cool. I bought, that's weird. Why is it crackling? Why is it crackling? Oh no, it's some weird... Whoa. That is strange. The kind of Frenchish kind of music. That really caught me off for a second. Okay. But yeah, no, Drac, I will play that at some point, absolutely. I didn't even know it was on sale on Steam. I saw that you bought Viscera Cleanup Detail, yeah, I saw that in the library and I thought, wow, I haven't heard of that game in years, I didn't even know, like, we had that in our shared thing. Also, Drac, don't forget, Phelan's British too, so don't forget to give her your condolences, and Phelan, Drac is British too, so don't forget to give him your condolences for being British, because we hate being British, don't we, guys? This period of history could perhaps be described as a symphony of... What the fuck? Okay. The music kind of, like, getting more upbeat, that feels very strange to me. Okay, it caught me off guard. Caught me off guard for a second. This period of history could perhaps be described as a symphony of destruction, as cumbersome principles of old came crashing down. In it last, British. Freed from the day-to-day oppression of those antiquated precepts, the people seemed to hark back to the more poetic, expressive ways of old. They took these newly blossoming emotions in hand, and with them they wrote literature, painted portraits, composed theatre, and found life. Even the church, which had maintained authority throughout the Middle Ages, embraced the changing times, adopting the culture's flowering sense of aesthetic. War would break out not 20 years from then, plucking the ripened era from the tree of history, but that is of no concern to us now. At the time, it was what people referred to as the Golden Age, a period of furore for all those who were there. That's bright. That's real bright. This sounds like a... It's probably not gonna be French, but it sounds like a French, like, kind of nursery rhyme kind of thing? Like, maybe something school children would sing. I don't know. Now, let us take a slight detour. No, we will not be changing locations. This is a tale about the mansion from beginning to end. Oh, I need 15 people... Oh, at the same time in the stream. That's absolutely fair. Okay. That's fair. To get VIP. Yeah, that's understandable. Okay, cool. I don't know how the hell I managed that, actually, now I think about it. Huh. We will, however, be moving through time. Say, about 8 years into the past? A very wealthy family lived in the house. Wait, so 8 years... Is this... Just gonna tell me you don't have enough friends? No. Hold on. Well, to be fair, you stream at British-friendly times, so Drac, that's an order. You have to go watch Phelan now. I'm taking the piss, but no, for real, you should watch her, Drac. You'll find her like, chill and British, and we can take the piss out of Jack together, Jackaboy. A very wealthy family lived in the house then. Hey, look. I'm trying to pretend it's chill, okay, as to not scare him off. The mother and father, brother and sister all had distinctive, beautiful flaxen hair. I was always enamored by their hair. By contrast, mine is the colour of a white crow. Okay, see? There I am, standing around, looking rather a fool. I was happy back then. What reason did I have not to be afforded the opportunity to attend such a beautiful home? Yeah, we're so chill, absolutely. So I poured my heart into serving that family. Listen closely, if you would. That soft, fleeting sound that could only be a young girl singing. Can you hear it? La 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 la. Okay, I'm not singing. Bro, you say scare me like you know. Yeah, I know, I'm taking the piss, Jack. I know, mate, I know. Nothing I could fucking say would scare you off. The girl you see, cheerfully picking crimson roses and singing like a songbird, is called Nellie. Though young, she sang with elegance. Nellie was deeply fond of the house's garden, and she would often spend her afternoons there. Gorgeous roses gathered from all across the world bloomed in the garden. They were given the utmost care and even had their thorns removed, so young Nellie would not hurt herself naturally. The light brown-haired girl carefully plucked petals from the roses, gathering them up as she sang. Her voice was like music, played by fairies. Nay, the sight of her was like an angel descended from heaven. Oh dear, please don't look at me like that. I admit I was being rather fanciful. But what is a woman if not fanciful? Little bird, singing night and day. Yeah, see? You're welcome. Apologies in advance, no. You don't have to apologize to him, don't worry. Drax heard some of the worst shit in the world come out my mouth. Don't watch the clips. For your little birdie heart, sing your rose away. Pretty flowers all around the little birds. And even when the sun comes up, oh dearest Mel, I've forgotten what comes next. Are you listening? Nellie was, as a matter of fact, not the only visitor to the rose garden that day. She always came with her older brother, Mel. The young siblings were inseparable. Mel adored his little sister, who in turn pined for his attention. The sight of the two innocent children cuddling together, not yet shackled by fear for the future, was truly whole. That day, Mel was sitting in the shade of a tree reading a book. As I am sure you are aware, in their time, books could not yet be mass-produced. What he was reading had been copied by a scribe. Yeah, Faye, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, lass. I presume he had borrowed it from the church. The book, having passed through many hands over many years, was visibly worn, but I suppose that just speaks to its importance. It was, in fact, a Latin grammar textbook he was reading. Mel was a clever boy. He had attended church from a very young age, where a priest would instruct him in Latin grammar. So at that time, I believe he was capable of reading even advanced texts. I said the TS. I didn't even say the TS at the end. Dearest Mel, please. The young girl approached her brother, who was consumed by the text. In her hands she carried a large pile of rose petals. Though his sister's shadow overlapped with the trees, the boy still did not notice. So Nellie puffed her cheeks, thrust out her slender arms, and let the petals fall. Look, your head is covered in roses, Mel. Oh, Nellie, you got petals on the book. And I'm sure he's not going to see you differently, Faye. He's going to probably find out you're kind of chaotic, bit of a gremlin, but that's fine. This isn't mine. I can't afford to let it get dirty. It's your fault, dearest Mel. I tried to get your attention. And besides, flowers won't get a book dirty. I must raise the white flag. When did my little lady find herself with such a sharp wit? I was waiting for you, dearest Mel. I waited, and you didn't so much as glance at me. I'll be an adult by the time you're done reading that book. Wow, that soon? That soon. Mother says girls grow up fast. She may be right. In that case, we should do something together before you're all grown up. Surely you won't play with me any longer when you become an adult. That's not true. I'll still play with you even when I'm grown up. But grown-ups don't play, Nelly. Fine, I'll stay a child forever then. Didn't you just say you were about to grow up? You're so mean, Mel. I'm sorry. Please don't pout, my little lady. How about this? To make it up to you, I'll play whatever you want today. Really? Do you mean it? I want to play make-believe. Make-believe? Make-believe. I will be a princess taken captive by an evil kingdom, and you, dearest Mel, will be my valiant knight. And then you turn into a prince when you rescue me. A knight can become a prince? Impressive. They can. Knights and princes both have to be charming, so of course they can. Which is why it must be you, dearest Mel. No one else can be my prince, or my knight. While he may have appeared outwardly embarrassed as his rose-cheeked sister proclaimed prattlingly, I am certain he was smiling on the inside. After a few moments he meekly knelt, bringing himself eye level with Nelly, and gently stroking her soft hair. I wish I could narrate games I play, I'd only bugger it up. To be fair, Faye, like, I'm terrible when it comes to reading most of the time, because I definitely mess up a lot when I read stuff. I don't know, it's just something where it's like, I don't know actually, because if I read something in my head, if I were to read this in my head, I'd be like way ahead at this point, right? But I feel like I have to kind of go through each word individually in my head and kind of be like, yeah, that's correct, you know? So I do that very quickly, and then I go through it, but sometimes I don't think before I speak, and so I will try and say a line and I'll completely fluff it up entirely. Or I'll miss key parts of a word, like a melt, you know? But I feel like going through Danganronpa, which is, the game I went through properly before this, because, like, half of that is spoken dialogue that I can just go through and give my thoughts on without having to read out loud, and then the other half is properly text I have to read. I don't know, I really found that kind of balance of things alright, and it kind of helped quite a bit. The issue is trying to find a way to make visual novels interesting for the audience, you know? Because to be fair, I'm not expecting to have some massive audience from this. I just want to I personally love VNs, and I really want to, I don't know, I feel like, because I have a bucket list of a million, music's gonna get stuck in my head. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Oh, Deltarune's amazing. Have you done chapters 3 and 4? I love them. I love Deltarune. Have you done the latest 2 chapters that came out, I think about a month back? Half a month? No, it'd be a month back, because it came out the same day as Switch 2. Alright then. You're my princess, Nelly. Need to finish 4 halfway. Oh, 4's so good. 4's such a good chapter. And not just anyone's princess, dearest Mel, but yours alone. But it's my favourite game. That's fucking awesome. I need to go back through 1 to 4 entirely and do the secret bosses. Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers in the track. That's where this were. The chapter 3 final boss floored me though. I was like, that's hype. That's insane. Yeah. Okay, I never spoil you. No, that's fair. But no, we won't spoil you. We won't spoil you, Drac. So don't be anyone's prince but mine, okay? Oh wait, no, that was for the last, but still. Nelly. Jeez, my princess is quite the fauna. Is that bad? Does that make you dislike me? Not at all. I'm proud to have you as my sister, Nelly. You mean more to me than anything in the world, my dear princess. It feels really... I understand this is probably just... This was the 1500s and something, and maybe this is just how they spoke. In a very aristocratal, kind of royalty-esque kind of household. But it feels a little like it's kind of coming close to the line, okay? But then again, these are, from what I've gathered, these are 2 children anyways, so they're simply... Yeah, that's how I speak every day. No, but I mean, a brother and sister speaking like this is a little suspicious. Ooh. Background console. Okay, quick say quick word. You mean more to me than anything in the world, my dear princess. I love you, dearest Mel. You'll always be my prince, forever and ever. Yeah, they're siblings. Yeah. Her mood quite improved. Nellie began humming the melody of the song she'd forgotten the lyrics to. Holding the skirt of her dress out from her body, the young girl pranced about the rose garden. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, no. So, I think, not to defend it, because I'm like, what the fuck? This is what the fuck. But it's like, I think it's because they're children and they're simply playing make-believe, I guess. I think that's what they're going for. But it's still a bit fucking weird, isn't it? You know? Holding the skirt... Okay, yeah, I read that. Mel, his eyes on her back, gave a little shrug. Oh, Nellie, don't come crying to me if you trip running like that. But Mel was not entirely disapproving of his sister's excitement. He carefully brushed aside the petals on his book, set it in the shade of the tree, and began chasing after Nellie. They were picturesque siblings, brimming with hope, and at this time in their lives there was nothing to jeopardize that hope. Would it not be wonderful if children could stay children forever, Master? As I see it though, the pleasant, gentle times in our lives have value because they come to an end. I mean, they do look identical. Yeah, I think that's more of an art style thing though. Wouldn't you agree? Time continues to flow, impartial and without exception. And as such, everyone's childhood comes to an end. Be that as it may, does time also flow at the same speed for each individual? Now, let us take a trip down the river of time. I'd be very much delighted if we could remain at this point in time, but unfortunately we cannot. Please, do not let go of my hand, Master. Oh, okay, rejoice everyone, the music is, we're getting to something different. I'll be on my way then. Oh, you usually stay for longer. Yes, I have an errand to run today. Thank you for your time, as always. Would you like the book back sometime next week? Next week or the week after? Hold on to it as long as you'd like. What? Yeah, oh no, the priest. But surely there are others who want to use it. Not as sharp as you, Mel. Put yourself in my shoes and you'll understand. I want to give you any advantage you can get. Oh, do you not believe me? No, I believe you, Father. And I mean to do whatever I can to not disappoint you. Not to disappoint you. That's the spirit. If you do need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm proud to have you as my pupil. Ah yes, and Mel, do you consider what we were talking about? Going to university? Indeed. If you do, I can introduce you to some accomplished instructors. There is very little left for me to teach you, and I believe you would make a fine priest. It is an honourable thing, Mel, to devote yourself to the service of our Lord. I can't lie, the music stopped, another song I had stuck in my head, back in my head earlier, was back in my head. Oh, okay. No matter where you turn, Jack, it's like, I'm backing the fucking building! I'll give it some thought. If you'll excuse me then, I'll see you again. Our doors are always open. Farewell. I can hear the clap and the wee wee wee. Whether it is in the service of God or the service of the church, it is an honourable profession. But theology, I wouldn't mind attending university, but I'm not sure. I kind of like to do something different, something more befitting of the times. I quite like the kind of watercolour-esque, kind of, not watercolour, but the kind of, the how hand-painted the character models are, to be honest. They don't exactly look pretty or anything like that, but they... I was about to fucking quote that to give me my brain cell back. Now we share that fucking brain. I kind of like to do something different, something more befitting of the times. As for what, though? I'm stumped. So this is obviously, like, a few years into the future. Bruh, Phelan, can you stop stealing our fucking brain cell? That's the only one that we have, and we already have to share it. I can't think now, damn. I'll have to become an Itsumi with no brain. Oh wait, there's no difference. But I need to make up my mind soon. If I drag my feet for too long, even my father is liable to grow impatient. Mercy me. Young sire. Blessed young sire. Alms for the poor. This beggar. If I'm not mistaken, he's been outside the church since last week. howls. The way he shakes his head. I can get a glimpse of his forehead under his hood. He's completely bald. Buy yourself some bread with this. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, that was... Wait, the carrotfish. No, wait, why don't I hear it? Wait. Did it pop up, Drac? What's that? It's a little flower. No, the flower's cute. Actually, no, after having the last fucking pick rose petals, I don't know. But yeah, it popped up. Did I just not hear it? It already played. I might need to turn up my Tangia then, for me personally, because I didn't hear it over the admittedly very beautiful music that's for House in Fata Morgana. That's a shame I didn't get to go, oh, look, did I? Damn. I love doing that for the carrotfish. Oh well. Hopefully there's next time. I genuinely did not hear it. Damn. Could you guys hear it okay, or was it a little quiet, or how was it? Thank you. Thank you very much. May the Lord bless your soul. Thanks. The Lord. Oh no. Nellie's gonna be cross if I don't hurry home. Hey yo, Trumbo Champ 4 is 4 quid on Steam? That's kind of peak. Oh, wait! Oh. Have you enabled the monitor thing on OBS? So, I do, you mean the thing so that no, so I heard it at the time, it's all good. It is just really quiet. So I might need to find a way to boost it for me personally. I don't know if I can do that for Tangia. Because I know that I can mess with the sound for you guys, but I'm not sure if I can do it for me myself. But yeah, I have it set so that OBS controls my audio. It means that if I ever put a video through Mix It Up, I can't hear it for some reason. But most of what I have for Mix It Up are like images with noises. But also OBS is well, I said Mix It Up and Tangia, I haven't updated them in ages. And I really should do, to be honest. I used to have more redeems and I had to remove a couple of them because of, well, reasons, unfortunately. But I want to make more, to be honest. I want to make more. Like, Drac, if you streamed or had a public online presence, I would totally fucking make something about you because you're my bro. I've known you for years, innit? You know? Because I like having my Mix It Up be like my redeems. I really wanted to. So before stuff happened, my plan was to have a lot of my redeems revolve around my mates. You know what I mean? Like I'd have like say for Cold, for example, if you do like exclamation Shellboy, you'll hear Cold say the worst. In fact, I can do it actually because yeah, it's fucking terrible. You get to unfortunately hear that, right? And that's obviously called the stupid fucking turtle that you can hear that. Completely horrific and horrible on your ears. Yeah, that's kind of how I'd react too. Yeah, no, it's something else. It's something else. But it's also fucking hilarious. Curses, and it looks like it's going to rain. Master? Oh, thank goodness. You appear to have a firm grasp in your consciousness. I was afraid you had accidentally let go of my hand. Now, Master, this is the period of time I truly wish to show you. The boy reading in the rose garden was now a fine young man. Nonetheless, he still bore the same gentle eyes as before, and he would from time to time show remnants of that innocent young boy. He was, in his own mind, still making the transition into adulthood, I suspect. Mel frequently visited the church, on Sundays to participate in Mass, of course, but more often to be tutored by the priest. In addition, he also attended a private school run by an eminent marquis. Though it is not a school where students had desks and sat in rows. Don't you have the command center set up so we can look at the... I haven't updated it, actually. I think if you do... There's the thing with the... There's the stream elements thing, where it's... I think that's everything. Yeah, so, like, a lot of the stuff there, I don't know if it works or not. Like, I'm not sure what I have set up there. I really need to... Because like, the thing, like, Xbox game, that makes no... There's nothing there for me, you know what I mean? or like setting the title is something you guys obviously couldn't do. Starting a giveaway is pointless. I think Steam game would work, and it'd just tell you that I'm playing the house in Fata Morgana, I guess. Streamer age, I don't know what that would do. Sub age, that's if you guys are subbed. Yeah, no. So like, I need to like create a command, 4 commands, and then add more commands. Command. Yeah, commanding command. But no, I have a lot of work to do, to be fair. I mean, it's literally just because I was so laser focused on going through Danganronpa. And to be fair, the next game that I want to do 100% is Iwakura Aria. That's a Yuri VN that releases in August. And then a month later in September, I have Shuten Order releasing, which is the next Kodaka game, which is also, you know, the creator of Danganronpa. So I'm really excited for them too. And I absolutely want to stream them. They're like, I know that Iwakura Aria is a VN. I have no idea about Shuten Order though. I'm yapping. I'm getting off track. My bad. There was not a school where students had desks and sat in rows. They studied at the Marquis estate. Secondary and higher education was not the same as it is today. And Mel was considering university. The priest wanted to recruit him to the church, but Mel was having difficulty deciding what he should do. That he had such a choice is envious, is it not? Oh, it's him like walking through the streets, I guess. It's all very like French architectural kind of thing. That is what I'm getting from this. Good afternoon. I'm here to pick up my order. Is it ready? Right, ready and waiting, young Master Rhodes. Oh, don't call me young master, please. I beg your pardon? Oh wait, no, he's Scottish? Okay. Kinda seen to get me head out the past. I can't do Scottish. I can't do Scottish at all. No, fuck that, never mind. Why are you saying like canny? Canny seen to get me head out the past? Okay. Your order's right here, sir. Mel had stopped at a jewellery store in the centre of town on his way back from the church. What? Okay, apparently 2 8-balls will 8-ball the 8-ball? Okay, that's strange. I'm pretty sure you like have to ask it a question as well. So it's like exclamation 8-ball, I don't know, something or something. Yep, thank you, Drake, that does indeed work. The building was both a workshop and a storefront, and the nobles of the area were deeply fond of the master's wares. He was so skilled, even the royal family had commissioned work from him. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, the wooden sign out front was engraved with a replica of a piece of his jewellery, said to be on display at the palace. As artistry flourished in this golden age, the number of shops selling luxurious items such as jewellery rose in kind. However, the clientele of these shops comprised a very narrow range of people. May I have a look? Of course. Good. It came out just as I hoped. Splendid work. Can't afford to disappoint a loyal customer like yourself. An admirable work ethic. I'm sure she'll love it. Such a kind lad, young master. My boy back home would do well to learn a thing or two from you. Every man ought to show women some cordiality, like be cordial, I guess. Coming home to a cold fireplace is a sad thing indeed. What do you mean by this lord? I don't know what that means, but okay, well yeah, I mean I know it says the magic 8-ball says yes, definitely, but yeah, you're unhinged. Again, please don't call me young master. I keep like randomly fucking like poncying him up for some reason, like stretching out my words. Like instead of young master, I'll say young master. I don't know what happens there. It's like, my apologies. I'll take this and be on my way then. Good day. If you find yourself in need of aught else, just let me know. I can make any jewelry you ask for. Come to me and your sweetheart's tale be sure is made. I really hope that sweetheart's not his fucking sister. And I guarantee the two of you will have all sorts of fun when you give it to her. What? But please, I don't have a sweetheart. Huh, well that's a surprise. Sure many girls are vying for your hand too, young Mr. Rhodes. Fine family, good looks, charming, and your future's all but... I'll be on my way then. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Good day. Come by again anytime. Goodness. Maybe I'll say I want to study abroad or something. Patient as my father may be, that would certainly anger him. I can hear it now. You're wasting your God-given talents, boy. I could renounce my name and rank, go somewhere far away. That sounds like the kind of plan Nellie would come up with. As he drew closer to the mansion, the rich fragrance of roses grew more prominent. Over time, this distinctive scent has led visitors to refer to the house as Rose Manor. It was also probably a play on the flaxen-haired family's last name, Rose, which you heard the owner of the jewelry store say just moments earlier. The mansion looked quite different than it does now, no? No thickets of ivory covering the walls, and no rotten, broken doors to be found. I wonder what the Rhodes family would think if they saw the house in its present tragic condition. The sight of their abundantly blooming roses, a veritable symbol of prosperity, long since withered and turned into soil. My apologies, I got a little sentimental there. Let us forget for a moment about our own time. I suppose I stayed out a little too long. Oh well, the sun still shines high in the sky, I'm sure it's... Dearest Mel, what took you so long? Wherever have you been? I've been waiting for... ever. Nellie? You're not in the house? Nope. You were taking so long that I had to wait by the gates. But you didn't even notice me at all. Is that any way to treat a lady? All that studying's got your head stuck up in the clouds. No, it hasn't, really. Also, you're heavy. Could you please get off my back? Heavy? I've been gradually reducing the amount of sweets I eat. And I love sweets. To maintain my figure for a new dress, and you call me heavy? I didn't catch that. Were you saying a tongue twister? You're such a dimwit, Mel. Jerk, blockhead, weakling. And obnoxious to boot. Whatever happened to that delightful little girl who was once my sister? She'd probably throw a fit if I said that out loud. Should you really... Words, English, come back. Should you really be outside, Nellie? You are the star of today's event. It's fine. They can call it a birthday party, but I know it's just about fraternizing. It's obvious what Father's true motives are. He'll be gathering a bunch of boys from good families to look for someone to marry me off to. Ugh, I have no interest in that at all. Don't be like that, Nellie. They're all here for you. At least enjoy what you can of the party. Ugh. I guess. And besides, it's not completely terrible. Look at this, dearest Mel. What do you think? What do I think? About what? About... what? Me? Oh, wait, no, hang on. Mel. My new dress. It arrived and I'm wearing it. How could you not notice? I did notice it was something I had seen before, but you have so many dresses, Nellie, so... But this is the dress I had made just for today. God, hold up. Bloody Twitch. Look at the colours. They're so pretty. It's the work of a renowned dyer. And this belt is just lovely. See how it comes together to form a butterfly? Oh, I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think I'll be wearing this dress for a while to come. So tell me, what do you think? Does it look good on me? Yeah, it does. It's pretty. In some ways, I guess she is still a delightful little girl. Oh, dearest Mel, I love you. Whoa, don't jump me like that. Oh my, you dropped something. And what have we here? Wait, hold on. No, you can't have that yet. Is it a present? G give it back. I was going to give that to you later. I knew it. It's for me, and just what can it be? Hey, don't open it. What's the big deal? It's gonna be mine soon anyway, isn't it? Oh, I love it! A rose necklace. This design. It's from the jeweler the royal family uses. Oh, my dearest Mel. You had this made just for me. Oh, jeez. It defeats the purpose if you open it before the party. Happiness is always better sooner rather than later, Mel. I think I'll put it on right away. There, how does it look? It looks lovely. My prince is still the sweetest in all of the land. Yeah, this is fucking strange. Okay. Don't make such weird noises. Oh, but why not? A prince always knows exactly what his princess wants. And this princess wanted some rose jewelry to go with her new dress. Understand? Jeez, I shouldn't have it easy playing your prince, Nelly. It might be about time you found a new one. A prince is a prince because you can't just find one standing on the street corner. If you want to retire, dearest Mel, you're gonna have to wait another 10 years. That's a long time. Or, if you find yourself a new princess... I'm not so... Okay, so yeah, so from what I got from this, thankfully, they're not, like, in some weird fucking, like, brother-sister incest thing. No, they're just... They are just playful to the point where it's a little suspicious. And it's more Nelly that is. Okay. I'm not so... By the looks of Mel, he just wants to find out what the fuck to do next in life. I'm not so... You're about as romantic as a rock, dearest Mel. But worry not, your adorable sister will always be your princess. What more could you want? Are you really allowed to be the judge of that? I mean more to you than any other girl in the world, do I not? Then this makes me your perfect princess. Haha. Hey, what was that laugh and it'll all be over soon laugh? You're always telling me I mean more than anyone to you. Yes, you do. More than anyone in the world, my beloved baby sister. I'll take good care of the necklace. Thank you, my dearest Mel. Well, if you're happy with it, then so am I. You're very welcome. Now, back to the house with you. Can't have a party without the guest of honor. Do you know if anyone is here yet? No. I imagine they'll be here soon, though. Were you down at the church again today, Mel? Yeah, there was something I didn't know how to translate, so I went to look it up. Wow, so diligent. I can't say I really like the priest there, personally. Actually, I kind of feel the same way. What? Really? Why? Well, you know, I have my reasons. So even you don't always like the priest, huh? Let's skip mass on Sunday then. We can go play... No skipping church. As grew the brother, so too did the sister. That day, Nellie would be turning 14, and Mel, 3 years her senior, was 17. You saw it with your own eyes, you know just how much she has changed. She was always a cute little girl, and she grew into an even more beautiful young woman. Though she was only 14, she was well on her way to becoming a fine lady. As for her character, well... But a girl like that has her own charms, would you not say? Drifting down the river of time, the two siblings matured into healthy young adults. But the core of their relationship did not change in the slightest. Nellie was very much attached to her brother, as much as Mel complained. And as much as Mel complained, he still cared deeply for his sister. Around the time the sun had begun to set, carriages started lining up outside, as well-dressed aristocrats made their way into the house. As Nellie had suspected, the majority of them were boys. Yes, I understand. You don't need to say anything more. Rose Manor, right? Okay, we'll go together. Me? Alone? No, please don't make me. The inhabitants of Rose Manor are surely living quite contented lives, and I'm sure they don't remember a thing. Huh. The room with the fireplace was always kept... Wait, actually, considering I just said that, I should probably save. Let's pause that. There we go, yeah. Save. Alright, sweet. The room with the fireplace was always kept in pristine condition, so they could entertain guests at any time. Walls colourfully decorated with tapestries and stained glass windows gave testament to their great fortune. The servants' first assignment every morning was to clean this room. Pitchers, silver plates, and silverware were polished to a shine, so they could be proudly put to use at a moment's notice. I need to drink something. And for events like her daughter's birthday, the room served an even more important role. The table's tops were removable, so they had ordered new tabletops, with designs specifically made especially for this occasion. And once the banquet had drawn to a close, tables speckled with half-empty wine glasses and leftover candied fruits were moved off to the side to make room for, of course, the festivities. Good evening, Lady Nellie. You're looking particularly lovely today. Nellie, I had these jewels cut just for you. You'll let me have this dance, won't you? Ah. What's the matter, Nellie? You look exhausted. These are pretty good. Want one? I know you like sweets. They're apples candied in rock sugar, I think. You disappoint me, dearest Mel. What do you think is the matter? They just keep coming, it never ends. It's driving me up the wall. Everyone's just repeating the same lines they've been taught. They all think pretty jewels and requests to dance are enough to make a girl swoon. I think that is true for you, Nellie. Though, why is she disappointed with me? Ugh, I think I'm done with birthday parties after this year. They'll probably throw an even bigger one next year. Huh? Why? Well, you know, you're about that age, Nellie. We are a reasonably distinguished family, so there are a number of different houses that would like to have connections with us. So what you're saying is do it for the family. No, that's not... I won't date or marry anyone. I have no interest in being used as a pawn in their interfamily politics. Pawn? I wouldn't go that far. And I'm sure Father wants to let you choose yourself. You know, someone you actually love. Love? I never thought I'd hear you talk about love, dearest Mel. You don't even understand what makes Shakespeare's plays so beautiful. You're talking about love? You fell asleep during Romeo and Juliet, and you're talking about love? We went all the way out to the Globe Theatre, too. Well, pardon me for being ignorant when it comes to romance in the arts. But you're not, Nellie. Shakespeare's make-believe story made you cry like a baby. Anyone would cry at that. You'd have to be crazy to sleep through it. That's not what I'm saying. Someone as emotionally vibrant as you, Nellie, would have no problem finding love. Ah, dearest Mel. We should dance. Is this a slowed-down version of Claire de Lune? I can't tell. It kind of sounds like Claire de Lune, at least slightly. It probably isn't, though, and I'm being... No, it really has that kind of... I don't know, this is probably an entirely different song. Oh, dearest Mel, we should dance. Nope, it's not. Never mind. It's absolutely not. Never mind. But what is this? Lady Nellie, could I have this? Let's dance, dearest Mel. What, me? Wait a... Come on, I really like this song. Quit pulling on me, Nellie. What's the point in us dancing? We're siblings. Mother and father are staring daggers at us. No matter. What day is it today, dearest Mel? Your birthday. Exactly, so I can do what I want. Now, attend to your princess, as a proper prince should. Oh jeez, how did I get myself into this? Nellie's skirt fluttered along with her as she stepped in time to the music. She was not only a skilled singer, but a skilled dancer as well. Mel, on the other hand, fumbled over his own feet trying to keep up. Won't be hard-pressed to describe his dance abilities as good, even as flattery. Though boys with his pedigree were taught to dance as part of their etiquette lessons, he found himself more being dragged around by his sister. He could hardly be said to be attending to her. This is humiliating, because his parents had been hands-off in raising him, largely giving him free rein to study and learn what he pleased. Mel looked like a tangled-up marionette. From throughout the hall he could hear giggling, uncomfortable chuckling, and people coughing to disguise their laughter. Come now, dearest Mel. If this is the best you can manage, what are you going to do when you find a girl that catches your eye? I won't, so it doesn't matter. Follow my lead, Mel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nellie alone enjoyed her time dancing with her brother, quite thoroughly at that. It did not matter to her that he moved awkwardly or that the guests were giving them cold stares. It was their parents who first cracked under the pressure, just as their father was about to give an exaggerated cough and stop the music. A ruckus suddenly swelled up near the entrance. What could that be? Who knows? Whatever's going on, I've been spared. The music came to a stop and the party guests began bustling. The sibling's father spoke up sternly above the noise in order to quell the spreading commotion. He ordered the servants to investigate, had the music restarted, and gave a short apology for the interruption and set the party back on course. I went to go check on the entrance with the other servants, as I recall. Oh my, why are you looking at me like that? These are not my memories, but those which dwell within the mansion. Do you think we should be following what happens next from my perspective, then? That is not what confused you? Well, your questions shall be answered in time. In time. Now, let us return to our tale. Though the party had fallen still for a moment, their father's decisive actions restored the guests' festive moods in short order. So it was not by any means the commotion that caused the ball to conclude earlier than planned. Wait, what? So it was not by any means the commotion that caused the ball to conclude earlier than planned. Oh god. Oh dear, I hear thunder. It was rather loud too. Sounds like we have quite the storm brewing. What has happened? Why am I detective? Brad tabbed out and got jumpscared by an ad. Alright, so Phelan, so that's Frosty Tools. It will give like a summary thing of what's happened. I don't know why it's calling you a detective. In the dimly lit corners of my chat, a command flickered to life, confirming its existence with a nonchalant "oh yeah." Meanwhile, Phelan sought the truth from a mystical 8-ball, probing their own sanity. The Oracle's response, a resounding "yes, definitely," echoed by me. Phelan's acceptance was as resigned as a detective in a noir film saying fine. Same as, oh right, oh, okay. So whenever there's an ad break, or besides the first initial ad break, everything afterwards will have a Frosty Tools kind of, summary of chat, although sometimes I find it can be a little obstructive. I'm not sure if I should keep it or not, but I don't know, I find it kind of funny sometimes. If you guys I actually just realized, have you guys still got ads? Now I think about it. If you guys still have ads, then oops, I guess this isn't being heard at all. It's really annoying though that you're getting ads, Drac, considering, you know, you're literally a fucking mod. I don't see why you should. I mean, what happens if like 7 million bots came in while you were watching an ad? I don't know. But, huh. They lived in a country where the weather was nothing if not unpredictable. Rain was a frequent occurrence there. Oh, they're British? No. Oh, you're back? Alright, sweet. That's fair, Drac. That's fair. Rain was a frequent occurrence there. The stretches of time with clear skies grew long as summer approached. but the weather was still somewhat unstable on the cusp of 2 seasons. Still see chat though, so I can sort of... Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, that's fair. Weather was still somewhat unstable on the cusp of 2 seasons. They had a strong wind that might as well. Oh, they had a strong wind that night as well, which turned the raindrops into little spears on the window. Were the party to continue on any longer, no one would be able to go home. I wish I could turn on fans. I wish I could do so. Because if I set it to 30 seconds, then it means that you guys get a stupid amount. And then there's pre-rolls as well. If I set it to I think I've got it set to 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes. Then you know, like through that, it's like you guys get one set of 3-minute ads per hour. But I wish I could turn them off entirely. Although their father was quite concerned that Nelly had not got on with any of the aristocrat boys, he decided to cut the festivities short. Thank goodness, it ended early. How lucky I am. This must be a blessing for always being such a good girl. I'm not sure having your own birthday party cut short counts as lucky, but it was no fun. I can't help it if I'm not enjoying myself. And for heaven's sake, Arthur was here. I have no interest in dancing without dance. Arthur? Who's that again? Someone who was here? Unbelievable. You don't remember anything, do you, dearest Mel? He came over to play a few times when we were little. He's covered in gross freckles and he's a huge jerk. He said my hair looked like the colour of fallen leaves. Fallen leaves? Just thinking about that ugly smirk had me fuming. And yet he acts like nothing happened. He even calls me Lady Nelly, for goodness sake. Are you listening, dearest Mel? I'm listening. I wonder what that ruckus earlier was. Ugh, you weren't listening, were you? Who cares about that? So, sorry, but aren't you curious? Probably wasn't another guest, at least. Maybe a cat sneaked in. You think so? I do. But enough about that. Would you like to play cards in my room, dearest Mel? Seriously? I'm exhausted, though. It's not even that late. Ugh, fine. Something feels kinda off. A cat? I want to go check. Come on, hurry up. Hold on. You don't need to drag me, Nelly. The birthday isn't over yet, so you're not done attending to me. Oh, Nelly. Okay, every time that kind of comes up is when I will save. And then obviously I will reread the start of a little bit if I have to stop mid thingy. The rain just won't let up. I can't sleep. I wonder what the commotion earlier was about. Oh, for goodness sake. It's all the storm's fault. So I can't sleep. Just fretting over nothing. I'm sure Nelly was right. It was just a cat. Maybe a dog. I can't sleep. I hardly ever have this much trouble falling asleep. What could this feeling be, I wonder? It's not quite foreboding. Walking around the house at this time of night isn't going to help anything. But I'm not going to fall asleep just lying here. The only sounds that could be heard in the dark corridors were the sharp pitter-patter of the rain, his footsteps, and his breathing. Though he was intimately familiar with the layout of the house, that night the hallways felt like an endless labyrinth veiled in shadows. There is this weird... What the fuck? Okay. The white flash is also very annoying for the thunder. No moonlight shone through the windows, so he naturally found himself moving cautiously, despite being in his own residence. Keeping the palm of his hand pressed up against the chilly wall, he put one foot in front of the other. But to where was he supposed to head? Mel, of course, had no way of answering that question himself. If he had anything, it was guidance from above. The path to his destination, lit by flashes of lightning. Or perhaps there was something else leading him along. So he progressed to the... Hey Zora, thanks for the pipe, dude. How you doing, Zora? It's been a good bit. Though he progressed with a fair bit of hesitation in his step, Mel was slowly but surely drawing nearer to one room in particular. He made his way through the seemingly endless halls. Eating Taco Bell? Yeah, that's fair, dude. Yeah, that's fine, Zora. I don't mind you lurking, dude. Taco Bell sounds peak, though. I wish that we had it more commonly in the UK, because I fucking love the contrast with room, even though it's pretty shit. Past the living room, its fireplace long since cooled. Into another corridor. And then stopped outside an Abigail's bedchamber. The dim glow of a lamp spilled through the cracks in the door. A gust of wind is not necessary to make a flame flicker. A person's movements or vibrations in the air from someone speaking. The slightest emotions can cause the light of a fire to quiver. I was getting my switch and heard the pipe from the other side of the room. Shifting subtly as though nudged by an invisible fingertip. I can see light from inside. She's still awake? A voice. He seemed to be hesitating. It would not be difficult for him to approach the door and peer inside. But he had reservations about peeping in another's chambers, even if it was his own house. Moreover, this room was assigned to a woman. There was a woman behind that door. What would you do, Master, in this situation? Would you succumb to your curiosity and gaze inside? Or would you respect the owner's privacy? Shouldn't be doing this. But the voice, it feels like it's calling to... me? Or someone else? Yes, me. Could sense someone watching me at that moment. He had succumbed to his curiosity. He stood on the other side of the door from me, his flaxen eyes open wide, trying to remain as invisible as possible. The wavering in his heart seemed to create faint ripples in the air, which I pretended to not to notice. Yes, I knew he was there. I could sense his presence and his wavering emotions. However, I could not begin to speculate as to his true feelings, or how great a surprise this was to him. I too am discovering new facets to this tale by viewing it through the eyes of the mansion. But it is not I who is of concern, Master. It is you. You and... I know I should be doing this. I should be ashamed of myself, but I can't look away. Who is that? Her skin, it's so pale you can practically see through it. Is that white? Is it that white because she was out in the cold rain? Did you see that 2K24? Yeah, I did. I also saw that it's like I feel like it's going to be like one of the last gen ports. It won't have the island or anything like that. So I don't really have high hopes for it. And 2K26 is like, what, like 6 months away at this point or something, right? So if that comes out day and date with the Switch version, switched with the other versions, and has decent thingy, I don't know. You know how I am with 2K games. Then they're not really my cup of tea. I enjoy the idea of them. I just don't like the controls more than anything. Her hair is as white as snow, and her eyes, they're like, how do I describe it? Yeah, pretty much around the corner, yeah. Like, how do I describe it? My vocabulary truly lacks for situations like this. And they look like blood? No, that's just disturbing. Then wine, perhaps. No, more translucent than that. Gemstones, then. Yes, gemstones. Her eyes are like rubies. I've never seen anyone like her before. What could they be talking about? Mel's eyes were fixed on the peculiar young woman. She had glass-like skin, eyes that glimmered in the flickering candlelight, and snow-white hair that flowed like luxurious silk. But her lips were bluish-purple, her soft, delicate skin sullied with grime, her twinkling eyes pointed down at the floor, and her hair a dishevelled mess. She was, even at a glance, clearly not a lady of means. The tips of her fingers were cracked from the cold, her nails pale from malnutrition, and her garb little more than rags. However, true beauty is always visible, no matter what it may be hidden beneath. even wrapped in a veil of I don't know what insalubrity is. Okay, even wrapped in a veil of insalubrity. Even if she thought herself hideous. I wonder what happened to her. Mel could no longer avert his gaze from the girl's visage. He had, for the time being, forgotten the shame he felt for peeping. As he strained his ears to hear the conversation taking place inside, a sickly voice arose from the white-haired girl's purple lips. So feeble was the sound that a gentle breeze blowing through the room could carry it away. I apologize for the trouble. Think nothing of it. Give your apologies and thanks to the mistress. Understood. There is something strangely comforting about this house. Almost as if I've been here before. Oh, hey, Cold. You going to, oh, right, you gonna get groceries, dude? That's fair.
Yeah, I'm your slutty little shell.
Thank you for the shell, boy. Fucking Christ. But yeah, you be well, yeah, dude. You be well, Cold. Tell me when you're back from groceries and that. And if I'm still awake, we'll hop into a VC, all that stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know why. I will, I need to sort out my, I think it's just Fata. I think everything's still set up for when I was playing Danganronpa. So I need to mess with my audio levels a little, yeah? For stuff like that. Especially, my redeems are so quiet now. I gotta sort them out. There's something strangely comforting about this house, almost as if I've been here before. If my father were here, I'm sure he'd be quite fond of it. Have fun, dude. I want to see more of what you do, because it's cool. Alright, cheers, Cole. Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah. Why the Y? I think the Y is really quiet as well. I really do need to sort out my, my mix it up stuff a lot. I'll do it probably after this stream or something. But yeah, as I said, after you're back from groceries and all that, let me know if you're still, let me know if you're still, let me know if you're still free, Called, and, we'll hop into a VC and all that, we'll yap a little. Because I'm totally gonna do some mixed up stuff after stream. Nice one, man, nice one. Alright, you go enjoy getting groceries. Get me a, what, get me a load of Twizzlers. Thank you. Go to Taco Bell for me, because Zora mentioned Taco Bell earlier, and now I want Taco Bell. I want a large drink that's a strange color. There we go, cool. I'm good then. You actually don't need to get yourself food. Just buy me food, and then make sure I go for a plane ticket to the UK, and then there you go, you can give it me. I gotta say one more hi before driving. I'll get some tea. Some Taco Bell for me. Okay, thanks. Alright, be well, Called, yeah? You rest well, dude. Rest well? Fucking great. Don't rest at the fucking wheel. Drive safe. Get food safe. Bye-bye. If my father were here, I'm sure he'd be quite fond of it. I'm sorry about your father. There's nothing you could have done, I imagine. When you came to our rescue, he was already... Yeah, Cold is all-powerful. He's everywhere. He watches us all. Oh, that sounds weird. No, hang on. Wait. Rescue? Father? Was that perchance what the commotion was about? He stared intently, entranced by the scene unfolding beyond the door. He's always watching, yeah. A gaze can often signal one's presence to others more effectively than words. The white-haired girl could likely sense him there as well. She flickered her gem-like eyes upwards. That was when the boy finally felt a pang of panic. For a split second, his flaxen eyes met her ruby eyes, causing him to recoil from the door. His heart was pounding like the rain outside. Careful not to make a sound, he took 2 steps away. Did she catch me? I'm not sure. It was only for a moment. She can't have seen me. The boy did not have the courage to peek in on the room a second time, so he cautiously returned to his bedchamber as quietly as he could manage. But even beneath his covers, he could not erase that girl's eyes from his memory. Her melancholic red irises, her voice delicate as a glass sculpture, her pale, almost lifeless skin, her pure white hair. Every singular detail kept him from banishing her image from his mind. nor could he restrain his heavily pounding heart. Who could she be? See, that is the same maid, okay. Is something the matter? No. I just thought I felt someone watching us. It's only your imagination, I'm sure. If not your imagination, then perhaps some unseen force was watching you. Unseen force? Are you familiar with how people refer to this mansion? Rose Manor. Yes, indeed. It is called Rose Manor because you can smell the sweet fragrance of the rose garden, even at a great distance. But that is not what I meant. It is said that a witch resides within the house. A witch? I have not heard any such stories. You probably wouldn't have. It was a very, very long time ago. Nothing you need concern yourself with. You have a peculiar presence about you. Should I consider that a compliment? It's getting late. You should get some rest. A room has already been set aside for you. But first, may I ask you one thing? Yes? I do not believe you have given me your name yet. My name is... L. Wake up. Get up, Mel. Whoa. Huh? It's morning? You disappoint me, dearest Mel. It is very much long since morning. I didn't see you at breakfast, so I came to find out what was the matter. I've really been asleep that long? And father is too lenient on you, dearest Mel. Oversleeping is hardly proper behaviour for a firstborn son. I know. But before that... Yes, dearest Mel? What are you doing in here? Oh wait, what are you doing in here? You can't just go prancing into a boy's bedchamber. Leave that to the servants. I did send one for you. You're the one who refused to wake up. Besides, it's not like we're strangers. We used to sleep together all the time. That was long ago. Things are different now. Oh, you're overthinking it, silly. Now hurry up. Out of bed, sleepyhead. Alright, I'm getting up. So you can see yourself out. Oh my, you look awful, dearest Mel. Someone who overslept, you'd like you didn't get a wink last night. You think so? You didn't go out in town, out on the town last night, did you? Naughty boy. I would never. You know that. You squeaked. I don't think I believe you. I didn't go out last night or anything. I'm tired because you had me playing cards until late, Nelly. Hey, we weren't playing for that long. Besides, look at me, I got up just fine. But anyway, shoo. I can't get dressed with you in here. Fine, I'm leaving. Phew. Oh, I almost forgot, dearest Mel. What now? Come on, no need to be mean. I'm sure you'll be quite surprised at the news. Oh? Breakfast, which you missed. Father told us. Told you what? Do I really want to say? Sounds like you want me out your room, dearest Mel. Please, Nelly. We got a new maid today, from a house we have ties to, supposedly. I've seen anyone like her before. For supposedly coming from a good family, she isn't very graceful, and I've never seen her at social gatherings. But that's not the surprising part. Just that maid. She's peculiar. Has a very unusual appearance, that one. Have white hair. What? How do you know that, dearest Mel? Thanks, Nelly. Hey, get back here! Oh, for goodness sake, what's gotten into him? Bah. Alright, yeah, no problem, Drac. You be well, yeah? And enjoy Unicorn Overlord. Thank you for the spinning camera, dude. That shit's awesome. I love that fucking I love that emote. It's so good. But yeah, you enjoy Unicorn Overlord. It's peak, don't forget. Elves are made for breeding. That's all you have to do. Enjoy the game. At the time, the majority of servants at the mansion were men. However, the ladies of the household had abigails. I don't know what it means by abigails. I guess I don't know. With the ladies of the household had Abigail, so there were several women servants, myself included. The maids, by and large, were selected from daughters of other esteemed families. It was, you could say, a sort of training before they entered society. The girls would serve at houses even more powerful than their own, and the white-haired girl Mel saw the night before was one such maid. When he heard this, Mel could not sit still any longer. Oh, I didn't really think this through, did I? I don't even know where she is. I'm guessing she's probably Mother's maid? White hair. It has to be the girl from last night. But deep down, he was having difficulty believing the young woman he had seen the previous night was truly to be a servant. Could he blame him? When he saw her, she was an absolute mess. Hardly what you would envision from a girl of class. But he did not seek her to find out whether that was true. He merely wanted to see her once more to ascertain whether what he had witnessed the previous night was real or his imagination. And he had wanted to have an actual conversation with her. I don't want to run into Mother, that would be awkward. He was heading towards his mother's bedchamber, but the closer he drew, the heavier each step grew. He rounded a corner, debating whether or not to head back, and stopped in his tracks. On occasion, wishes do come true. When Mel turned the corner, he saw her. The same girl, that same white hair. She appeared to be cleaning the hallway. She traced along the wooden carvings lining the walls, making certain not to miss even a speck of dust. The girl wore a pristine dress, the uniform of the mansion's Abigails. There was no longer any filth to obscure her beauty. All that had covered her pure white hair and glass-like skin was no longer. The one thing that had not changed was her listless ruby eyes. Pardon me. Hearing his footsteps, the young woman raised her head. She caught Mel's gaze and for a brief moment blinked at him in silence. Lord Mel, yes? Your father informed me of you. Did he? I guess I don't need to introduce myself then. I believe she made an attempt to smile, though it was difficult to tell, and she quickly dropped her gaze back to the floor. Flax and Ruby met only for the briefest moment. She seemed to be looking at both someone and no one at all. Everyone here truly has the most beautiful colour of hair. Did you have any business with the mistress, Lord Mel? Did you have business with the mistress, Lord Mel? I can let her know if you would like. No, I was looking for you. For me? Mel felt as though all the blood in his body had begun to flow backwards. He could not effectively describe the sensation, but in a word it resembled panic. On his way to find her, Mel had come up with a number of subjects he wanted to talk about, and he generally had little trouble speaking with others. He'd had less experience interacting with women, this was true, but the time he had spent around Nellie had kept him from stumbling too much. Until then. Yes, for you. Why would you be looking for me, Lord Mel? I was wondering how you were doing. Pardon? I'm quite fine. Good. That's great to hear. You fool, Mel, what are you even saying? You've more important things to ask, like where she came from. Tell her she has pretty hair or to tell her she has pretty hair and eyes. But I don't want to trouble her too much. Lord Mel? Yes? Sorry, you just suddenly fell silent. Was I, in your way? In my way? No, not at all. What are you up to? I'm cleaning. Well, yeah, I don't need to ask. You're cleaning? You can just let the other servants take care of the cleaning. You're one of the noble's daughters we took in, right? Then why is Mother making... No, I'm doing this because I want to. The mistress appeared to be busy, and I could not simply be idle. But I enjoy cleaning. Well, if you say so. Say, yesterday, this mansion is truly a thing of beauty. All the many roses in the garden, even the furnishing has had a great deal of thought put into it. This family must have a wonderful sense of aesthetic. Oh, yeah, thanks. Did she just change the subject on me? I'm delighted to have been given the opportunity to serve at such a magnificent house. Mother and father actually had nothing to do with that, not even the garden. That's all been around since my grandfather's time. This mansion was a complete wreck when he bought it. Oh, was it? Yeah, frankly, I'm surprised he actually paid money for it. The chandelier in the foyer was shattered and only half attached to the ceiling. Most of the decorations on the wall were broken. I can hardly imagine. This is a marvelous, impressive house. Well, I'm sure he'd be flattered to hear it. My grandfather was a bit of an eccentric. He liked to do things people didn't expect, just to watch the looks of surprise on their faces. He was the kind of man who would buy a mansion that was beyond repair, just to give it a completely new life. Everyone who had seen the property before it was renovated was astonished. They regretted not taking the opportunity themselves, seeing the transformation it underwent. Huh. I was just thinking that you're kind of like this house. What do you mean by that? I mean, when you first arrived. Oh, never mind, forget it. She'll figure out you were peeping on her, stupid. She hasn't yet. Has she? Yes? It's nothing. The more I think about it, you and the mansion aren't really comparable. Oh? The truth is, it being a rundown mess isn't the only reason nobody wanted to buy the house. They say... The fuck was that? That all who dwell within this house shall be met with misfortune. Do you believe it? I... I'm just kidding. It's not actually true. All the rumours and hearsay embellished to make the tale more exciting. The rumours only started because of how it used to look. If the mansion truly begot misfortune, then we wouldn't still be here. And it wouldn't explain how my grandfather died. Do you know how he passed away? No, how did he? Inside a lovely lady. What? What? Believe it or not, that was how he died. Together, with a young, beautiful woman. His time ran out while he was making love to her, they say. A rather crude way to go. That's fucking hilarious, holy shit. But he was hardly misfortunate. What did I tell you? Yes? Just so you know, I promised I didn't inherit my father's propensity for such base behavior. I'm of pure body and spirit, dedicated wholly to my studies, so... Hey, she left. my apologies. No, it's fine. Anyway, we were talking about the mansion, right? I've always thought it was kind of a strange place myself. That dress you're wearing, it was found here after my grandfather bought it. You don't see that kind of design around these parts, so I'm guessing it was probably imported. The architecture is really old-fashioned too, which must have caught grandfather's eye. When he announced his plans to buy it, the entire family opposed his decision. But he refused to budge. Renovation upon renovation gave the mansion new life. But of all his work, he was most fond of the roses in the garden. He collected species from all across the world, and every time he got a new one, he would summon gardeners to arrange and grow them. He collected species... Okay, yeah, I just said that. Oh wait, no, shit. Is there a log? I just completely fucked that then. Oh, you can change it to the original 4x3, that's interesting. Huh, I did not know that. Oh, so that's how the backgrounds looked on Steam, and then that's how it looks on console. Okay, right. There are even some that wouldn't grow in the climate of this land, but grandfather refused to give in. He truly loved roses. Me, I don't really get how someone could be so impassioned about them. It's just embarrassing every time someone calls this house Rose Manor. Perhaps the roses were meant for someone. What? I'm simply speculating. Roses make wonderful gifts, after all. Indeed they do. If you like roses as much as Nellie, then you're welcome to go see them for yourself. Pick as many as you'd like. If anyone asks, just say I gave you permission. Don't be shy. I'm sure it'll get tiring if all you do is work. No, I'm, sensitive to sunlight. Oh, that's unusual. Perhaps that explains why you're so pale. I had no idea. That sounds rough. And your skin is so pretty, too. You don't seem terribly surprised. What? Oh no, I'm very much surprised. Or would you rather have preferred a more dramatic response? No, I expected you to find it disturbing. I'm sensitive to sunlight and can hardly spend any time outside. That makes me sound like some kind of demonic creature. Ha! Oh, you worry too much. There's not a monster in this world as sweet as you. Yeah? Are the other maids teasing you, perhaps? That black-haired one especially, she's... How should I put it? A little frightening. Almost as if she has a steel heart or something. She's impenetrable. Right, she's one of Mother's maids too, isn't she? Now I'm even more worried. Since you refuse to follow my instructions, you are henceforth hellspawn. I can imagine her saying that. Oh, and again. I'm very sorry. No need to apologize. In fact, I wish you'd laugh more. She's actually very kind to me. And everything she does, she says she does with incredible precision and efficiency. She looks so young, and yet she has such skill. How long has she been here in this mansion? Actually, she hasn't been here for quite some time. But I don't know how she's been here for quite some time, but I don't know exactly how long. No one knows how old she is. It's kind of creepy. I never once considered her such. So, sorry, you're right. It is bad manners to speak ill of others. Either way, she still scares me. It's like there's no light in her eyes, or like her smiles are all faked. That doesn't make her any less pretty, though. The conversation died. I have to think of something else to talk about. Yes, you can ask me anything. Does the master, your father, Lord Mel, often retire from the mansion? I have not seen him around. Oh, yeah, father frequently returns home. This mansion is actually our secondary house. Why do you ask, though? I was just curious, nothing more. Oh? Yeah, what is it? One of the maids asked to see me, so I should be on my way. If you'll excuse me. What? Alright. See you later then. Goodbye. Oh, right, one moment. Since you're sensitive to the sun, I can pick some roses from time to time for you. For you to decorate your room. Lord Mel. That's all. Sorry for holding you up. Why am I so bad at this? She definitely thinks I'm obnoxious. Ugh, I want to hide under a rock. I want to reverse time and try this over again. Roses are not becoming of me. He is too kind. So, I understand that I haven't been streaming very long, but considering the time and because I started an hour later than I usually would, I'm going to leave it there for today. But, for just the opening couple hours, I do think that this is actually quite interesting. But thank you all for coming. I should do the streaming thing and write into people, right? But I don't know if anybody is potentially live. Let me have a look. I really like the music of this. It's a little repetitive. It's definitely a little repetitive, but it's still good. it's definitely, it's nice. It's relaxing. But no, I'll leave it be. Okay. But still, thank you for